Hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Fan Theories, and today we'll be talking about the first episode of WandaVision. Now, I think every Marvel fan has pretty much seen this episode, and it was amazing. I mean, it wasn't quite what we expected. I mean, the intro, again, was a bit off, but it gives that mysterious feeling to the start of the episode because it's meant to be confusing and stuff. Today we'll be talking about what happens, the breakdown to it, and maybe some upcoming theories that will happen. So, let's get started. So the WandaVision episode 1 takes place in a 50s era genre of basically American comedy. Now, we can see here that WandaVision starts off a black and white screen and the Marvel Studios logo basically goes and then fades away into white and then ending with the Marvel Studios then going into a black and white screen ending in a square picture. This is obviously very, very similar to the 50s, obviously being black and white. Colour wasn't invented yet, and probably in the third episode that's when colour will get introduced. Now, it's very interesting how basically the 50s genre takes a lot of 50s music and then putting into that a good theme song, which is very catchy, mind you. There's nothing really into that you can put into a breakdown. It doesn't really symbolize anything, it just gets you up to date. Now, the first thing I like to talk about is really Agnes, their neighbour. Now, she's probably one of the most mysterious characters and most interesting since she pops up at the most random times. I mean, giving pineapple for dinner. I mean, for me, that's just not right. But also, she's always smiling, always in a good mood. And again, we know that this villain is definitely going to have something to do with manipulating Wanda's mind. This will probably happen in the next couple episodes where we just seem to think, what's going on? Agnes will be definitely one of these big characters that will just keep on popping up here and there, trying to manipulate Wanda into what she's thinking. This obviously comes back into episode 2, where I'll break down again in the next video. But we all, what I think is that Agnes is Agatha Harkness, who basically in the House of M comics, she kind of manipulates Wanda into thinking that she's having 2 children, Speed and Wiccan, or Billy or Tommy. And turns out it's all fake, and Mephisto is behind it. Now, I think that this WandaVision series is definitely going to really take place in that, and Wanda's going to go break out, and we all know that she's going to play a thing in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and could potentially be the villain, because she's just wrecked everything. The multiverse is opened up. This obviously could be like a 3 movie episode movement, where basically we start off with WandaVision, then go to Spider-Man 3, then to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, where we end it there. Next thing I'd like to talk about is basically the first kind of scene, the most important thing maybe is, again, putting Sokovian background into Wanda, which will keep on popping up here and there, this time with a Sokovian dress. Kind of putting in some adult jokes in there. They were a bit off when they realised that today is to do with Mr. Hart, but you also realise that they actually don't know what's really going on. Vision, it knows it's Mr. Hart. Wanda thinks it's, their anniversary, which knows that they're not really remembering what's happening or what's going on. Now, one of the next big things is in the first 2 episodes, you see these ad breaks putting in these new products that happen with every era. This one being a toaster from Stark Industries. And for the first bit of colour you see is a red button. This could be Wanda's powers, or just the Marvel symbol, or really anything. But what I find mysterious about this is who made Vision. Tony Stark. Tony Stark did make Vision out of Jarvis. Don't think that has too much evidence coming in, but in my next video about episode 2, the next commercial break does kind of make you think, oh wait, this could be it. Then again, it could just be a theory that maybe it's just resembling their past, because we don't really know what's happened to get to this moment. There's been obviously some leaked footage of maybe Wanda manipulating Vision into becoming this new world in Westview. Now, Mrs. and Mr. Hart, who Wanda and Vision meet for dinner, it's Vision's boss, and basically Miss Hart and Mr. Hart, they seem regular people, the boss being very bossy and his wife being very kind and generous. But what pops up at the very end is they keep on asking Wanda and Vision questions. They keep on pounding it and pounding it. Where do you come from? Where do you live? Why'd you come here? And Wanda and Vision not knowing that, maybe stressing out, and Wanda maybe using her powers Madison mistakenly made Mr. Hart choke just because she's getting mad and villainous, and this could be ending up into Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Why she opens up the multiverse, she just keeps on getting angrier and angrier and angrier. It's not real. She realized that she was wrong. Everyone around her is dead. Everything's fake. And that she just has a mental breakdown about it. Then someone maybe taking over her, or it is her making the multiverse appear. But again, who I really, really, really think is the villain to all this is definitely Mephisto. Mephisto being the devil in the Marvel Universe, and in the comics has definitely had heaps of relations to Wanda in almost a lot of comics that Wanda is based in, and this is probably the case of Mephisto being the villain, trying to get Wanda into these positions where she has to do something, reveal her powers, break down, and then end up just spreading everything and maybe even letting Mephisto control Wanda. That's all I really have for episode 1. Comment down below what you think might have happened, some theories, really anything, because episode 2 will be coming up next, and that one really gets us going. See you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe.